everybody, this is DStoucan. Welcome back to another episode of Tiddly Bits. It's been a while, guys. I'm here with Karen, of course.
Hello.
Well, as you can see, I've cleared out our farm completely. Unfortunately, I need room to build this massive ass tree, which is our first major construction in Minecraft. Oh yeah. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure.
Alright, well, you see I've expanded the tree farm quite a bit. We got 5 rows of 3 now, and they're growing at a really fast rate. I busted my hump on this like crazy, chopping down trees, wasting a lot of iron. Look in here, look at all these stacks of wood. Just raw wood waiting to build a tree with. Just, oh my god, this is going to be awesome! So, first things first. To start building a tree, we need a base, or at least a template for the base. Right?
Would you clarify something for me?
What would that be?
What tree are you building?
The toucan tree!
Oh, that one! Okay, now it makes sense.
See, if I made a little staircase and a template, of course. If you look closely, made 2x2, found the center of the structure that we originally built, right?
Right.
And I basically built a circle around it. So where the dirt is going around, that's where we start stacking wood.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
You lost me for a minute there.
Ow. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna start building some stuff. Oh, if you're wondering what's in this chest, this is my next big build.
Cobblestone.
It's gonna be used for cobblestone, and I will tell you guys about it, or give a little bit of foreshadowing later on when I start to finish the tree, but that's gonna be a while. So, you know what? Let's since it's gonna take me a while to build the tree, I'd like to start out with, you know, just showing you the layout and everything, and getting guys caught up, and then we'll explain what happened in the past few weeks, because it was pretty intense. I mean, it was pretty crazy.
To say the least.
Well, the outer edge is where I'm going to build, but I'm going to build it really far up in the atmosphere to start. Well, not too high, because I will still want to make the top branches and the leaves and the canopy and all that stuff. So, 1, 2, 3. Let's start with a ring of 3. Oh, wait a minute. Is it just a ring of 2? Yeah, I can only do 2 blocks high. To stand on the other one and build up like this. So, while I'm wasting all this wood starting the trunk of the tree, or at least the shaft of the tree, why don't we talk about, you know, what happened to us and all that good stuff in the past few weeks?
You mean because we moved?
Yeah, it was a big move. I mean, we moved from the old place. The old place was pretty run down, not a whole lot that we could do there, but since we found a new place to live.
And I've been unpacking for 2 weeks, and I still have more to unpack.
Yeah, I had
What is that?
Oh, crap.
Oh, poo.
It's alright. I found a job, another one, in the area that I'm living now, so it's, you know, a whole lot easier to, you know, keep this kind of stuff up and running, which has been a bit of a dream of mine for quite a while. And I hope you guys like this new construction. It's going to take forever to build, but to try not to bore you with it, I will probably, instead of just building all of this on camera, I will build a lot of it off camera, but I won't go any farther with the progress of it. I will just, if I build anything off camera, it will be, you know, something like harvesting tree wood, or maybe extending one part of it out a little bit, or, you know, just minor things like tweaking the design, or this, that, and the other.
Well, to get back to what you said, besides having to pack all the stuff up, and then move it all, and then spending the last 2 weeks unpacking, and I'm still not all unpacked, I don't think I'm going to see an end to the packing, but I'm not worried about it right now. I'd rather get back to this. It's more fun.
Oh yeah, it's a great stress reliever from a hard day's worth of work and unpacking and
working.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Still, everything with moderation, you know. All play and no work makes Jack a loser. So, what we're doing right here is just continuing the trunk. I mean, this is going to be way higher than this, but I just want to give you guys a quick look at how it's going to look from this point, from the roof on up. At the start, it's going to be, actually, this is the inside wall. This is going to be the inside wall of the toucan tree. The outside wall is going to extend not one more block out, but 2 more blocks out, because I plan on putting in full redstone circuitry for lighting and stuff and appliances, and everybody needs a toaster and a refrigerator.
Are you building a toucan tree because you're a bird?
Well, what toucan doesn't live in a tree? Can you find me one? And I'll find you. If you find me one toucan that doesn't live in a tree, I'll find you a liar.
Well, then he's not a real toucan, is he?
No, he just painted his beak to look like one. Cheap bastard.
Well, if there's any imposter toucans out there, we're challenging you.
Get out your BB guns and airsoft guns and just start pelting the shit out of it. We don't care.
If you don't live in a tree, then you aren't for real.
Yeah, you're not a toucan.
We don't know what the hell you are, but whatever it is.
And this is going to be, just solid oak wood. I was thinking about doing like jungle wood or birch wood or something different, but
there's more oak though in Minecraft than there is birch.
Yeah, true. Birch is, one of 5. Birch is like 5 times rarer than oak. But oak, I mean, holy crap! Looking at this now, woo! It's gonna take a major load of wood. Oh, this is gonna be epic if I get it done in survival mode. This is
if you survive building it in survival mode.
This is probably one of my biggest builds of all time. I've built some really big stuff.
Yes, you did.
And I have screenshots of it that I would love to share with you all on episode. But this is by far the biggest build I will ever do. See, this is the inside wall. If I do this, now I will cheat just so I can fly around. Somebody keeps asking me, I swear to God, somebody keeps asking me to, don't cheat or whatever. But I want to give you guys, with the cheat mode, the only way I can possibly give you is a bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view, right.
Yeah, so I can just fly around and I can give you a good glimpse on what I'm building at that time, So,
well, it's not really cheating. You're just flying so they can actually see what it looks like.
Well, dagnabbit, I am a toucan after all. I should be able to fly.
Well, you just happen to be a toucan whose wings are a little short.
Blame it on the programmers. Okay, so you saw the bird's eye view. You got a good look at what I'm building. I'm going to run out of wood soon, but hopefully I can get a few rows of that going pretty quick. I plan on busting my hump to get a lot of the off-camera work done and just build this trunk up until I can get to the point where I start making the branches. And that's going to be complicated.
Yeah, very.
Because not only is wood tricky, or wood blocks tricky to place in the right direction to make look like branches.
Mm-hmm.
But if you place them in the wrong way, you have to break them. And this high up in survival mode, I'd have to go all the way down and pick them up. And God, it's gonna be crazy. It's a lot of work, guys. A lot of work, but it's gonna be well worth it once I finish it. Nobody's ever built a tree this big.
Nobody's ever even tried.
Yeah, because they're all afraid of a little hard work.
Plus, they're not a bird.
Yeah, well, I gotta make a home, I'm like thousands of kilometers away from my home. I need to make one.
Will that make you feel better if you have a tree to nest in?
Well, didn't you know, Lassie? I was the king of the Toucan kingdom once upon a time.
Aha. Is that your problem?
That damn Mr. Peter stole my throne and deflowered my wife. I shall build my own throne, gather subjects, and rain terror upon his kingdom.
Aha.
No, not really.
It's just wishful thinking, right?
Foreshadowing. No, it could be. I don't know. We could turn this into a bit of a story, but I want to build something really awesome first. And, kind of get this whole Let's Play rolling. I'm not really good with, actually progressing in the main line of the game, but I'm great at building stuff. So this can be kind of like we can have a few episodes later on where we go and do some really, really tense adventures into the unknown. And then we can also come back and start building on this monstrosity again once in a while.
This monstrosity is the only tree, or will be, the only tree in Minecraft that is bigger than any building anybody ever built.
Not quite.
Once you finish it, it will be.
No, I wouldn't say the biggest. It will be one of the biggest because I still have to extend it out even more. Plus, we have to build the roots, the root system, and the branches, and
And if you keep going up, you're liable to hit the moon up there.
No, I'm only at like 5 layers in, and I still have about 20, I'd say about 35 more to go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna need like 2 double chests slapped full of wood.
Is your tree going to narrow like a regular tree as it gets tall?
It's going to be this size, and it'll narrow 1 block in towards the middle, and then it'll come back to this original size towards the top where the branches spread out. And that's the tricky part. Yeah. And I'm also not going to just make this, once I get the basic layout for the trunk, I'm not just going to make this, uniform, all the way around. I'm going to put a little bit of experimental off-camera work on a creative world, and I'm going to try and figure out how to make a giant knot kind of in the middle of the front of the tree to where it's facing.
A knothole.
A knothole, yes.
Is that going to be your doorway?
That's going to be my balcony as my throne. I have to talk to my subjects once in a while, so I figured, why not have a balcony, towards the top, and I can be able to see my entire kingdom. And
you really do still have a king complex, don't you?
Oh, yes, I always do. The king must be pampered at all times. I must have servants to take care of my laundry and
you
food.
Poor thing.
Alright, well, it's still daytime. I got a lot of axe working to do. But as you can see, it's starting to take shape finally. But what I want to talk about was really about the top, was about the bottom. You see, this terrain is not exactly flat by any means. So I was thinking...
pretty layered.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, off of one of these corners, or, let's say 4 corners, or no, 3 parts, make a giant-ass root. I'm going to mark it with dirt. One off of this. Say, I'll mark it on the ground, say 6 wide for starters, and it's going to come like this, down from this end, right? And it's going to go... Come on. As you can tell, I haven't played Minecraft in a couple days. I mean, I seem to forget the controls pretty easily, because, I've been...
busy moving.
Yeah, I've been busy doing other stuff. But it's going to come down, and it'll look like this, kind of, right about here. Okay. So let's mark this out with dirt real quick. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But right here, it's going to turn and go into the ground. Right here, right?
Okay.
It'll come down in here. It'll move up just a hair, so there may be 1 block below it so you can see through.
Right.
And it'll come down into the ground, and the very tip of the root will spike up, like right here. Oh, well, you get the idea.
Okay.
So it'll be a big root that spans a long way, and I'll do 2 more. One on kind of catty corner on this corner right here, but it'll turn towards this side over here, so it doesn't get in the way of the tree farm. And then one that spans over this direction, and it might actually end up, the end of it might actually end up where that tree is. So it's a lot of work for the base.
And a lot of wood.
Oh yeah. But I have a lot of dirt, and I have a lot of stuff I can build scaffolding with when I need to and whatnot. When I get about halfway through the construction, I'm going to build a temporary water vader to
What's
the
a
top.
Water vader.
Basically, you dirt pile up and you place a block. You do like this. All right, watch. You say that's where the water is going to end, right? You dirt pile up like this.
Okay.
As high as you need to, and then you go like this around the initial block that you nerd piled up with.
Right.
And it will contain that water from spreading, and it'll just go one stream.
Oh.
So if you go down here, Al, and if the water, you place the water on this block right here in the center, it'll flow down and it won't spread. It'll stay right in this little hole. You can jump in and just hold spacebar. It'll like literally rise you up slowly.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to get a butt ton of ladders and stuff, but that takes even more wood. And right now, my main building resource is wood, so.
So it comes in handy to have the dirt.
Yeah, and a bucket of water. And it'll do for temporary. I will replace it and make everybody not facepalm that I'm not using a simpler means than that. But it'll look really, really cool. Also,
well, you're also growing the trees in your tree farm.
Yeah.
For the wood, so it's not like you're wasting the forest.
Oh yeah. Also, I was planning on doing like a trench around it. Once I map out the base, which I will do first before I extend this trunk up. I will start to do the root system.
A trench or a moat?
Well, either way. I mean, either way you want to look at it. It'll be a small moat or a large trench.
Okay.
Alright. So the roots, one of the roots, I'm going to put 2 medium-sized ones on this door, because this is going to be the main entrance.
Right.
And I'll cover that all up with the wood and make it look all nice and stuff.
And you're going to make a big knot hole for the entrance.
No. Well, it's going to be like you go in between the roots right here, there'll be like a little peak. Like, say, well, it's going to be a lot bigger than this, but it's going to be, come on. It's going to be like this. It's going to look like that at the top, kind of. And it's going to branch out. Just picture if this whole thing was standing up.
Right.
It's going to branch out like that. And then you just walk through, and then it's,
And the knot hole is where your balcony is? So you
knot
can
hole
wave to all your servants.
Yeah, the knot hole towards the top is where my main throne room will be, plus the balcony that looks over. Because I mean, this view right here is just awesome. If I could show you, I can't type today. Sorry. If I could just show you where. All right, let me see. I go say about right here. No, maybe a little higher, right here. But this view from the balcony will be like this. And I can see everything.
That's for sure.
Well, I can't see back this way.
Well, it's a little cloudy today.
Well, because the tree will be in the way. So, but as you can see, I've cleared out a lot of space. I haven't really bothered trying to breed the cows or whatever. Because I still have a bunch of food, a bunch of wheat still to make bread, but I will try and breed these guys, I promise, as soon as I can, as soon as I remember. But I usually get sidetracked. Usually when I'm building something like this, food is my last resort. So let me jump down.
Actually, food for your imagination is more important than food for your tummy.
Yeah, could be. So as far as I know, I'm going to be doing a ton of off-camera work, but I will next episode I will show you. Oh, I don't want to do W for that. I will show everybody how I'm going to do the roots, the giant roots. I'm going to try and get, say, around 9 or 10 stacks of regular logs to do them,
Right.
because they're going to be huge, and I'm going to be just absolutely trimming this place up on the outside to make it look like an actual tree has started root.
Right.
Or at least a very nice looking stump.
Well, you could cover the blocks that you have with wood, and then it would look like the tree went down to the ground.
Well, that's my whole
Object.
thing, my object. But the thing is, but I have to put this as one extra out,
Okay.
or two extra out, to make sure I have enough room for redstone
Right.
currents that I can run through.
Oh, okay.
Bring out a little bit of the electrician in me.
Right.
Get some lighting up in this piece. But, yeah, I mean, this has been a pretty quick episode. I mean, I don't really know what else to do except maybe chop trees and try and gather wood for the next episode.
Well, your trees are growing quickly, and we found that putting torches around the base of them helps them to grow faster.
Yeah.
And that was a good thing.
And also, not only the wood that I need, but I also need shears. Where are my shears at? Yes. I need to shear all the leaves from every single tree so I can get enough leaves to make the canopy eventually. So that's going to take a while.
Oh,
but,
you're going to make the canopy with the leaves that you sheared?
Yep.
Oh.
There's no other way to get
okay.
leaves except shear them. So.
Right. Because it's not a real tree and it's not really growing.
Yeah, but
so
it'll
wouldn't have leaves.
But it'll
you
look like a
collect
real
it.
tree when I'm done.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna shear the crap out of these trees, regardless whether I chop them down or not. I just need tons of leaves. So,
Well,
I'm probably gonna end up with about maybe one double chest full of leaves might do it, but I want to make it look cool. So,
well, plus we're also going to chop the trees down and plant more because they grow in a very short time.
yeah, of
So
course.
there'll be plenty of leaves.
I lost the shears. Okay,
They
well,
don't last forever.
no, they don't.
Now, were those made with iron?
Yes.
Or can you make them with stone?
No, you can only make it with iron ingots.
Okay.
And I'll show you how to do that real quick. They're very simple to make, very cheap to make.
Ah. Well, that's good because a lot of things. aren't.
Where is my resources?
There's your
Okay.
iron
You need 2 iron ingots to make it. That's it. That's all you need.
for the shears.
You just put the iron ingots either like this. Oh wait a minute, no, wrong way. That. Make shears.
Oh, cool.
Or you could do it down here like this. Or you could do it like that.
On a diagonal.
On a diagonal inside this 4-block diamond in the middle.
Right. So that's cool.
And you can make shears. So yeah. I'm slowly starting to build up. I need to get as much wood as I possibly can. This is one of these really big projects that gonna take forever, but I'll try and do. I'll tell you guys about or record about the changes that I make or the next
Right.
step in the project. Not to get you guys left out. I mean, tell me if you want to see some of the off-camera work because I can definitely record that and post it and find something interesting to talk about while you're watching that crap. But yeah, I could try and find something unique to do and maybe do something like optional Sunday where I go out and do some off-camera work and you guys can watch me do that crap and just pass the time by a little bit. So while I'm sharing these trees, is there anything else that you maybe like to add, Karen?
Well, once you build this tree for DStoucan, and it's your nest and actually your throne room, and you can talk to your servants, do you have any other projects in mind later on down the road?
Yes. After I build the toucan tree, we're going to need some wall system, some kind of walls to protect our kingdom, right?
Okay.
However, I was thinking about a really kick-ass idea the other day. I was thinking about building a real working aqueduct in Minecraft.
Okay, like the Romans did.
Oh yeah, it'll be fashioned similar, but it's going to be, semicircular.
Semicircular
Semicircular, yes.
aqueduct.
Mhm.
And that will be to supply water for indoor plumbing?
it'll be to supply water for all my subjects, their crops, their cattle, their weird weekly rituals and stuff. You know, maybe communion on Sunday or something like that. I don't know what they're gonna
Community bathing, maybe.
Yeah, we gotta have a swimming pool too. I mean,
Oh, well, that would be nice.
every kingdom needs a swimming pool.
That would be cool.
Of course, I want to build my own private swimming pool first,
Uh-huh.
and then they can have the public one. So
Right.
I gotta, well, you know,
Well, a king deserves some private swimming pool.
I'm
my
gonna
goodness.
I'm gonna make mine a hot tub until
Why
there's.
don't you make a hot tub and a swimming pool?
Yeah, I could maybe. Depends
Now-
on how much water I can get.
It was when you use redstone, and you said it lights up the inside of the tree. Is that like making electricity by using the redstone?
Yeah, like redstone is kind of like wire, to a certain extent. You can only do a certain amount of things nowadays, or a certain amount of things. It used to be really crappy back in the day. It was really hard to make stuff with, but now that they've started to fix certain issues, I mean, you could do lighting, you could do a piston-operated, you know, security system,
Oh, cool.
or they even have daylight sensors now, like a photo cell.
Right.
And you could like only have the lights come on at night and
Right.
automatically come on at night, which is pretty darn cool.
To keep away the creepers and all the other monsters.
Yeah, but it looks pretty cool when you watch the sunset and all of a sudden the lights pop up when it's pitch black outside. I mean, that kind of touch to the game, that's going to be awesome.
That will be.
I'm going to need a ton of redstone lamps for it, so I'm going to have to work on that project. Like, maybe going to the nether soon,
Okay.
which is going to be a little bit creepy, but I have diamond armor, or diamond chest plate at least.
Right.
Iron leggings, iron boots. Yeah, I have a good bit of stuff. Let me store some of this away, and then I think that's all the time we have for today, guys. It's been fun. I mean, you kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to build here. So,
And we missed you guys. It's been a while, like we said, we moved, but we really did miss you. And we're looking forward to getting back with you and having an episode as soon as possible.
yeah, I'll try and post one. Try and get one up and rolling like every day or every other day. So just, stay tuned and tell us what you think of the episodes. Well, this has been DStoucan and Karen. Well, I'm Tiddly Bits. Bye!
Bye. See you next time.
Oh, yeah.